Welcome to HVAC for Beginners. This is a new channel for people who either want to learn about heating and air conditioning, refrigeration, or if you're somebody who's mechanically inclined and is at home and would like to learn how to work on your own HVAC system at the house, refrigerators. Maybe you have a small company of some type and you would like to be more self-sufficient and learn HVAC and R. So basically what HVAC are is heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and the R stands for refrigeration. My name is Chris. I have been in the HVAC R field since 1993. That puts me over 20 years plus. Also, I was an instructor for 2 different schools where I taught every major class, and then at one of them I was actually the HVAC supervisor. The key thing about learning about HVAC is the basic fundamentals, and right here this is just an intro I'm going to give to you. So basically the whole aspect is the HVAC system and the industry itself has changed quite a bit. So to be able to buy refrigerant, you must have your refrigeration or Freon recovery license, which means to reclaim, recover, and recycle. It's very easy. You can call your local air conditioning suppliers and they can tell you where to do your HVAC refrigeration license. Now, I'm not talking about your state license. I'm talking about a license that allows you to handle, reclaim, recover, and recycle Freon, or the refrigerant that's used in the industry. They're called proctors. I'm a proctor myself. I can teach the class. It is an open book class. So depending on where you live, it might require you that you have to have that certain certificate for you to do so. So that's one thing you're going to need. 2, a set of basic tools, and then there's going to be a set of tools that you're going to need to do your refrigeration work, and some are specialty tools. One of them is a multimeter that has an amp probe. So what I suggest is you get you one. You don't have to start off with a high dollar one, but get you one that you can trust, that is replicable. A good $60, $70 to $100 one will do you just fine. You can find some cheaper. I would suggest going to pawn shops and picking them up. They have fill piece there. I saw the other day for $45, and it was the whole set. So make sure you do your due diligence. Shop at the pawn shops. You can find all kinds of good tools at pawn shops. On top of that, make sure you have a set of gauges, and we will be going over those gauges, and I will be teaching you how to use those gauges, how to properly read those gauges, what those gauges mean, what the pressures mean for both sides, high and low. And we will go over that. Now we'll have some videos where we will be stepping up and I will be showing you how to charge this system. That will be later down the road. The first episode that we'll be getting into will be Intro to Climate Control. And there'll probably be 3 or 4 videos on that, but I will show you the basics of what Intro to Climate Control is. Basically the recycling of it, how actually the system works, what are the components that are actually initiated for a home system or a commercial system to use. I will be teaching you between split systems and rooftop systems. Both can be in the residential and in the commercial field. We will also be going over ice makers. There are quite a few out there. One of them is not Manitowoc. And then there's Isomatics. So there's several different ones out there. There are a lot of carriers out there that carry HVAC systems. Carrier, Train, Day, Pay and Night, Gibson is one of them. Janitrol, which we used to call them Junkatrols because they were on the lower side, but they are now changed over to a different name, and so on. So you'll get an understanding. American Standard is another one out there, and they're basically a Train product. They just changed the color of the system. So we'll be going over all kinds of different things that you're going to need to know. So if you're interested, you want to learn about HVAC system, or you just want to learn how to do the simple repairs to take care of your HVAC system at home, and you can go ahead and do that. It doesn't require you to license to work on your own home HVAC system. It requires you to get a state license if you want to purchase equipment And then if you want to purchase refrigerant, it requires you to get a refrigerant license to reclaim, recover, and recycle that refrigerant. That allows you to go in there, you show it to them when you go to the HVAC supply house, and they can sell you refrigerant because you've gone through that simple course. So if you're interested, you want to learn, if you're enthusiastic, or is this something you might want to do as a career, I'm going to go through the whole aspect with this setup here on HVAC for beginners. I hope you're ready. I hope you're eager. We will see you on the first video.